This programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall.
Welcome to the Cornwall channel here on Sky 189. My name is Shane Solomon.
And I'm Mike Spinks, and we're back again for another episode bringing you all the fantastic things that happen in Cornwall. Another full show, so here's what's coming up. Our very own Lewis Nichols, interviewer to the stars, talks to Andrew Ridgeley, formerly from Wham, about his charity work and living in Cornwall. We meet up again with our resident Cornish chef, Craig Chappell, where he cooks us a gorgeous pan-fried chicken with pickled vegetables. And playing us out this evening, we have St Dennis Brass Band, playing Mac the Knife from their recent sell-out concert here in Cornwall.
So, looking forward to this show.
Yep, so we've had loads on this week, as you saw from coming up. We had Andrew Ridgeley in, which was great to catch up from him. He's got lots of charity work and all sorts going on, and he had a bit of a flashback from his time in Wham.
I know, right?
He even performed down at the Coliseum back in the day.
Back in the day. Loved the Coliseum. Loved it.
That was, I think it used to be called Gossips back when I was a lad.
And Ebenezer's as well. It was
Ebenezer's.
It was called that as well. Now, if you are watching us, don't forget we'd love to hear from you. Get in contact with us with all the social media platforms. We do like our Facebook as well, and if you go over there, you can see all the lives that we do and things like that. And I do have to say, we have to make this announcement because my phone went crazy after last week's show, and a lot of people messaged to say, was it a repeat? And it was a repeat. And the reason it was a repeat, because out of the 2.5 years Mr. Spinks and I've worked together, he was poorly sick. You was poorly sick for 2 days.
I was so ill, and we tried everything we could to try and get the show to air, but unfortunately we don't have an awful lot of time to turn these around. So.
No.
My bad.
So it's one of those.
I'm so sorry.
Everyone's saying that someone's recorded over the one before and all that. I said, no, it's all fine. It's all fine. So we've explained that now. But anyway, we are really delighted to bring to you then the interview with Mr. Andrew Ridgeley with Lewis Nichols. His first time here on the Cornwall channel. He's done a fantastic job. Have a look at this. Andrew Ridgeley.
So firstly, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us on the Cornwall channel. What do you think of the homemade set?
Very smart, yeah, some nice Cornish touches. I don't know how contemporary these are, but they would have been used once upon a time.
So firstly, we've got to talk about Cornwall. You clearly have a love for the place. So when did you first fall in love with Cornwall?
As a child, really. My brother and I used to come down on holiday with Mum and Dad. We holidayed various places, Looe, Bude, Polseth. So really through early childhood into our teens, we visited Cornwall.
So Cornwall, it's a lovely place, but did you ever get to tour Cornwall or do any shows here during your time in Wham?
We played at the Coliseum in St Austell on our first tour in 1983, autumn of 1983. I think it was a 30-day tour. It took us all over the UK. And in those days, there was a venue in St Austell, the Coliseum. There's a venue in Cornwall now, the Eden Project, of course.
And what do you like to do in your spare time? Because in Cornwall you can do everything from golf, from surfing. So what do you like to do in your spare time in Cornwall?
Love walking. I love walking the coastal path. I mean, that is one of the gems of the UK. Used to surf quite a lot, less so these days. Haven't been in for a couple of years, to be honest. It's a bit hard for an older chap these days, and it's a bit dependent on a lot of different factors. So not always great surf. That and cycling. Do a fair bit of cycling. To keep fit, really, which again takes you through some fantastic scenery and wonderful places.
I was going to say, keeping yourself busy. You actually spend a lot of your spare time helping other people with your charity work. So we're going to talk about your work with the Delalio Rugby Works. So tell us a little bit about what you do for the charity and what the charity is about.
Well, the charity Rugby Works aims to assist kids that are in pupil referral units who have been excluded from mainstream education through a difficult point in their life. You know, they wouldn't be in referral units if they weren't facing difficulties. And it aims to get them into sustained employment, education or training. And it does that with a programme of using rugby as a tool to build self-confidence, interpersonal skills, and really to bring these kids out of themselves and to realise that they're not on their own, they're not marginalised. And the coaches, the Rugby Works coaches that go in, act as mentors and really try and steward and assist them through their studies and prepare them for the next step, whether it be education, employment or training. And it has a very good success rate in keeping these young people who've been through the programme in education, employment or training, way above the sort of the norm for pupils that have been through referral units but don't take part in the Rugby Works programme.
And you've done fundraisers for the charity, including cycling. So have you got any upcoming charity events that you can tell us about that you're going to be working on for the charity?
Well, the next major fundraising programme is cycling. Is actually in 2020. The Cycle Slam is biennial, but I'm actually involved with the preparation and organising a charity event for the Cornwall Air Ambulances, their new fundraising programme, which aims to raise funds to buy a new helicopter. And Victoria Milligan, whose family was involved in that tragic accident in Padstow, she has asked me to assist her, and so next year in September the Milligan Peloton de Pasty will take place and raise money for to assist with the purchase of the new helicopter.
And what's going to be involved with that?
It'll be 3 days cycling around Cornwall, various routes which I'll have a part in planning. So it'll be, hopefully it'll raise good sum of money, and we're hoping to open it to all cyclists. So it's in its gestation at the moment, but it will happen, and we're working towards that. So
well, it's great in your spare time that you're helping so many people. We hope that you guys can make a small donation today. The links are on the screen right now for both charities. Please, any donation would be absolutely appreciated, won't it?
Certainly will, yeah. And it will assist in saving lives in the case of the Cornwall Air Ambulance, and making lives in the case of the Rugby Works programme.
I don't know, do you know, I mean, I'm 25, and you were saying that you moved here in '94, so I was 1 year old at the time when you moved to Cornwall, and I'm a massive fan of Wham's music. Does it ever surprise you that people growing up still look back at the music and love it? Because it kind of doesn't get old.
Well, it does surprise me a wee bit that younger people seem to enjoy, well, not enjoy, but be fans of the band. I think the music is enduring, certainly, and I think, of course, there's a reason why young people are exposed to it. Their parents were most probably fans and have got and play the music.
So, what musicians remind you of your childhood? Is there people that you listen to and it just brings back your childhood memories?
We had limited amount of records in the house when I grew up. Beatles album and a couple of Beatles albums and Rolling Stones and some Elvis Presley, etc. So it was they're formative. Those I remember those albums very well.
And in your career, did you ever get to meet any of those musicians? Because that must have been crazy, listening to them as a child and then getting to meet them at different shows.
Yeah, one or two. Had the good fortune of meeting Elton John, who was very kind and generous. He invited George and myself to a lunch when we were recording the second album in the south of France, and we went over to his house and spent a very pleasant afternoon with him and Bernie Taupin as well. So that was a real privilege to meet two of the biggest heroes of ours, certain music heroes certainly.
I've got to say, to have you on the channel today has been incredible, and I love the fact that you're doing so much for charity and helping other people in your spare time as well. You've clearly got a love and passion for Cornwall as well, and hopefully this will be the first of many times on the Cornwall channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a nice chap.
Lovely bloke, lovely bloke. So as you saw, he came into the studio, and our entertainment correspondent, Lewis, caught up with him. Really nice guy, does a lot for charity, as you saw, working with the air ambulance and his Lawrence Delalier Foundation with the kids, which is really good work. But yeah, a really nice guy, really nice guy.
And it was good that he did open up a little bit and put a few name drops in there to his Wham days and things like that.
Well, you can't ignore it, can't ignore it with a career like that. It's pretty impressive stuff. So we are taking a short break now, but we'll be back with you in the next couple of minutes. So we'll see you in a bit.
Are you missing calls? 75% of people don't like leaving answer phone messages. What opportunities could you be missing out on in your business? Fonetta Business offers a solution with its telephone answering service. Our dedicated business team answer your calls as your business and can text or email you straight away. From as little as £1 per call, can you afford to miss your next customer? Contact us to try our 14-day free trial now. Fonetta. Communication made easy.
Have you been to Bodmin Jail? Immerse yourself in the history and atmosphere of the former county prison. Spend the night in jail with our resident medium. Visit the tea room. Dine in the Governor's Hall and experience our fine cuisine, or why not sample our delicious Sunday lunch? So much going on. Wednesday ghost walks. Thursday scary cinema night. Friday and Saturday after dark experience. Weddings and daily heritage tours. Bodmin Jail. So much more than an attraction.
Hi, I'm Peter Giddins from Biffa Cornwall. We are passionate about keeping Cornwall clean and tidy with our highly rated waste collection service. Biffa Cornwall offer full county coverage for all waste streams. Supporting organisations such as the Cornish Pirates and Children's Hospice South West is a key focus for our business. To discuss your current requirements, we would love to hear from you.
Let Sequoia support you to manage your employees so you can focus on what matters in your business, both personally and professionally. We can take the mystery out of employment law and provide easy to understand solutions for businesses to help get the best out of their employees, whilst being compliant with the law. We are a safe pair of hands when you need it most. Visit sequoia.com.
We provide quality training and health and safety consultancy services to the people of Cornwall and the South West. We support individuals and organisations to be the best they possibly can be. Cornwall Training and Consultancy, to learn, grow and succeed. Since 1994, independent estate agent Jackie Stanley and her team have been looking after property owners and buyers from the Harbourside office in Padstow. Covering the whole of North Cornwall, it's important to Jackie that great care and attention is paid to all clients, and that herself and her staff go the extra mile to achieve satisfaction for her buyers and sellers alike. Honesty, integrity and discretion are key in our outstanding sales record. visit Jackie Stanley online or pop in and see her in Padstow.
Well, welcome back. Here we are again, back on Sky 189 every Friday, 7 p.m. here on Sky 189. Enjoying it, Spinks?
Yep, it's been great so far. And don't forget, if you want to catch up on the show, you can always see it on our Facebook page every Monday night at 7 p.m. We do the rerun there. And we always want to hear your comments. So if there's anything you'd like us to see, or you just want to drop a comment about the show, please let us know in the comments below.
Indeed, and it's one of those as well that we're looking at even putting a kind of what's on section here in the programme as well, that we can just name drop some things that's going on. People, your feedback's been, we'd like to know the things that's going on. So if you've got anything going on, please get in contact with us via our social media pages, is always the best.
Definitely, definitely. So up next we have Craig Chappell in the kitchen again. So he's doing a main with us this week, where he's doing pan-fried chicken, a real nice dish. Take a closer look.
Okay, you're watching Kerno Cooking, and if you've not watched our last video where we made goat's cheese with roasted vegetables, go back and watch that one. But in this episode, we're going to be making
pan-fried chicken.
Pan-fried chicken with Craig Chappell.
Not just pan-fried chicken,
Okay.
it'll be the best pan-fried chicken you've ever had.
Okay.
That's a big statement, that.
Beautiful. Don't forget, leave a comment, and where possible, Craig will reply.
I will try to.
Let's get straight into it, Craig.
Right, this one is easy. On this pan over in the back here, I've got a pan and it's got some white wine vinegar, salt, and a bit of water, and that's our pickling liquor.
Okay.
So we have some courgette, we have some carrots, we have some radishes, and we're just going to bung them in the pan.
Okay.
So while that is cooking off, that is just going to sort of wilt down. That's nice, that's out of the way. Now we're going to put a pan on, get this pan really hot. That's for our chicken from Everington's. Another plug there.
Nice plug.
Thank you very much indeed. This chicken is absolutely brilliant. It really is nice.
Skin on?
Skin on. I think keep the skin on.
Okay.
It's got so much flavour. I think it's better, to be honest. You can make it, you know, a bit of salt, pepper, and away when we go.
Yep.
Make sure it's nice and hot. Not hot yet. Mushrooms. That's to go with the sauce as well.
Okay.
So once you've cooked the chicken, don't throw the pan away.
Okay.
Keep it. Put the mushrooms in there. It's got all the bits on the bottom, the burnt bits and things like that. Adds flavour. It's all flavour.
So where did you learn all this, Craig? All the cookery skills?
I actually learnt it from Camborne College.
Right, okay.
Good old Camborne College.
Yeah.
And it's where I learned everything. 2 years there. It's, you know, it's a good place to go.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. City and Guilds. And that's where I learned that, and then went into the catering industry itself. Restaurants.
But food here in Cornwall is huge, isn't
I think
it's so many great places.
It's not just a pasty.
No,
It's not just a pasty.
No.
You know, Cornwall has got abundance of different cuisines, and I think everyone should try it.
Yeah,
it's what Cornwall's about. You know, we've got some cracking little tiny restaurants around.
Yeah.
You know, everyone should come and try it.
Absolutely.
As you can hear,
yes.
we've got this chicken going, and I want the crispy skin.
Yes.
You have to have crispy skin. It's getting nice and crispy.
Yeah.
It's a cracking one. You've got the vegetables, which are, you know, it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
They sort of get taken on the flavour of the pickling liquor. In a minute, we'll take that off.
And as a novice kind of cook myself, an absolute novice, how long do you cook chicken for?
It all depends on the size of the chicken, the heat of the oven. Each oven's different. 10 minutes. Keep checking it so it's not raw in the middle. You know, you can have it raw. Don't.
No.
But just make sure it's nice cooked right the way through.
Yep.
If you're not too sure, cook it for a few more minutes. Look at that.
Fantastic.
We're going to turn that over, and then we'll bung that into the oven. It's a bit of olive oil in that pan, just to add a little bit of flavour. So the already nicely chicken spitting away there. Turn it down a bit.
And these are things that people can do at home quite easily just by following these.
Of course, mate. You know, you don't have to have chicken if you want turkey.
Yeah.
Use turkey.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to have chicken. It's moulded around you. If you don't want chicken, substitute it. As well as the vegetables, you don't have to have those vegetables. You have any vegetables you've got. You can use cauliflower.
Yep.
Broccoli, it doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you what you want to cook.
I like
It's
that.
all about you.
I like that.
If you don't like it, you don't like mushrooms, you can leave the mushrooms out.
Sure.
But I like mushrooms, so they're staying in.
They're staying in. I'm happy with that.
Simple as that. You know, it's just one of those things. Right, so that is cooking up nicely. So now we're going to take that out. And then we're going to bung that in the oven for about 10 minutes. About 180. And that is going to cook. And we're just going to take off the pickling veg and let that just sit there now and steep.
Fantastic. So with the modern wonders of television.
See you in 10. Right, as you can see in the pan, you've got the bits of the chicken that we had left over when we're cooking it. Keep it in there. It's all flavour. Add a little bit more oil into that. Then grab your mushrooms. And we're going to fry these off. Let me get them nice and hot. Nice hot pan. Fry them off for a little tiny bit. Get all the little remnants of the little bits of chicken up there. It's all flavour.
Yeah.
The skin that was on there is crisped up. It's taken, you know, onto the bottom of the pan. Really nice. As that's going. Right, now for a bit of flambe.
Flambe?
You want to keep your eyebrows or?
Yeah, I would. Ideally, yes.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay.
Ah, the Daniels. Wow.
There you go. That's going to burn off all the alcohol. So you're just left with a bit of flavour, no alcohol whatsoever.
That
It's
was
all
theatre.
flavour.
That was real
All
theatre.
flavour. And you're going to finish it off with some cream.
Okay.
Bring that to the boil. As that. Right, now then, take the chicken out. That is absolutely beautiful. I know, you like your chicken.
I do like my chicken. That's one thing I am
like
certain on.
A massive, great big bowl. We've got some pickled veg that's just been steeping in its own little tiny juices. It's absolutely gorgeous, taking on all the flavour. So it's got a bit of sharpness from the vinegar.
You can smell the vinegar.
It's absolutely nice. Smell. Just,
Yeah, fantastic.
that's what you want. Now then, carve your chicken. Bit chefy this bit.
Okay.
Just carve it at an angle. Perfectly cooked right the way through. Place it.
Oh, see, it's
Look
all
at
in the
that.
preparation
It's
as
all in the
well.
prep. You've got your cream sauce there. Mushrooms.
Yes.
Really over the top. There you go.
Look at
Take
that,
a look.
Craig.
That is quick.
Wow.
It's simple. And that is your pan-fried chicken.
Craig Chappell, what a gent and a scholar he is.
And beautiful dishes he does as well. We wolfed that down when we shot it last time. Really nice food, and hopefully see a bit more of him in coming episodes.
He's getting a lot of feedback, is old Craig. We've had messages from the people watching, you the viewers, saying how much they're enjoying Craig's cooking.
Yeah,
So-
it's all stuff that you can do at home as well, so definitely follow along if you can, and we'd love to see pictures of your dishes if you do manage to do it.
But we've got this piece right now. Would you like to introduce it?
Yep, so we've got that coming up. Also, just to mention, make sure you tune in. Next week is our Halloween special. We're down at Bodmin Jail and also doing the zombie walk in Newquay, which we're covering this weekend. So make sure you get that. But coming up now and playing us out this evening is St Dennis Band. Here it is.
programme has been in part funded by Visit Cornwall. Great food, friendly accommodation and delicious local ales. Come to the Griffin Inn in Newquay. Our Cornish restaurant and bar menu offers a traditional menu incorporating homemade dishes using fresh local produce wherever possible. Not forgetting our very popular Sunday carvery and sizzling steak nights. It is the ideal place to stay for business, a holiday or a short break in Cornwall. Visiting Cornwall? Think the Griffin Inn Newquay.
Need a drone? Or a smaller drone? Or a bigger drone? Or maybe a battery, memory card, bag, or merch? Or whatever these are, to help you get shots like this. This. Or even this. Or you can even win £2,500 to spend in store or online in our monthly competition for only £2 per entry. Get everything you need at hobbymounts.co.uk.